Hi guys, this is Alex Power and beginner filmmakers. I'm addressing this video to you guys. Hopefully my tips will help to save you some bucks for when you're buying your gear. Sound, it's a very important part of your video, as you might know. There is about 5 different ways of recording sound. The cheapest way would be it's using your onboard camera, which sounds really bad. The second one will be on-camera shotgun mic. They have a variety of different mics. They're doing a decent job too. The third setup would be when you're recording separately onto digital recorder and then you sync together sound from the camera, microphone with the sound from that recorder. For that, you have to have some skills how to sync this on the post-production. I will make a separate tutorial about that, and that's not a rocket science. I can show you how to do this in Premiere Pro. Again, third one will be with a lapel mic, with a small microphone like that, okay, something like that. You record, you clip on the one I have here. So you clip this, you record it, and it goes into recorder, and then after that you sync this sound out of the recorder on a post-production with the sound that comes out of your camera. That's the one I'm going to explain today. But I'll tell you a little more options. So I told it's for 5 ways. So we mentioned the onboard camera, on top of the camera shotgun mic, and we mentioned the recording into the separate recorder with a lapel mic. You can also record into the separate recorder with a boom pole mic. If this microphone is omnidirectional, record from all sides, pick up the sound. You know, farther you get from that, the worse the sound will get. The shotgun mics are only recording one direction. So if you face it that way, it will record straight to the microphone. If you're facing it that way, it will not pick up a good sound. Again, there's pluses and minuses. If you're making a short movie, you might want to consider a shotgun microphone with a boom pole and an extra person to sound recordist who will help you to record that sound. If you're just recording an interview, lapel mic might be a good solution for you. So I mentioned 4 types of recording so far. Another really good recording option will be a wireless microphone. They're not cheap, good quality, like the one I use, Sennheiser, around $600 a set, so a transmitter and receiver with a mic, which is pretty expensive. We are gonna discuss today a simplest solution that will bring you quality results, and that is my well-trusted Zoom H1 recorder. The recorder Zoom H1, it's very easy to operate. It's a compact size. You can use it for an interview, or you can use it on the weddings. I've used on many weddings. I plug in microphone, I put record in WAV format. That will give me an extra room to play with the sound on post-production. It operates on AA battery. I would use for that rechargeable loop batteries. They're the best. I just put one in, and let's say it's a wedding. I would put one in right before the ceremony. I would stick this little guy into the groom's pocket. I will have another one like that, and I will stick another one into the officiant's pocket, so that you will have 2 sources. Weddings are different. Some wedding ceremonies, like a Catholic mass, can last for over an hour. If you have a rechargeable loop battery, remember that name, loop, owned by Panasonic right now, but they're really good batteries. I really recommend them. They're holding a charge. So 1 battery would be enough for many hours. So I stick this, I put on a WAV format recording. Depends on, either there's lots of wind, I would put low cut on or off. For the ceremony, I would put levels on a little higher side. maybe around 70, 75. Later on, plugging this into the DJ's board, which is really good. Then I would put it on the lower level, like maybe around 38, 35, to ensure that it's not peaking, because the levels at the different DJs can go crazy sometimes. People scream into a microphone during the speech, or especially DJs do that a lot. They scream into the microphone. Not all of them, but lots of them. Since you're recording in WAV format, you can edit all of that on the post-production, which is really cool. For that, I would keep 2 wires, RCA to 3.5 millimeter. So I plug in 3.5 millimeter here, and an RCA double stereo input I plug into the DJ's board. Sometimes they don't have RCA. I would grab an extra cord with me for 3.5 millimeter to 1/4 inch. So let's get back to the lapel mic. If you're just recording an interview, all you need is just this little guy and a rechargeable analoop battery. They're the best. Or you can use any rechargeable batteries. You know, I've seen some guys having good results with Amazon Prime batteries, you know, made by Amazon. They're okay too. But analoop, it's well trusted. I've tested for many years, and I like it. So it accepts SD card. I would buy always SanDisk SD card, micro SD card. I would plug in 16 gigabyte here, and it can last for the rest of the night. I will make sure before, like if it's a wedding, right before if it's just the interview, you don't need to worry about that. Interview wouldn't last like that long. I mean, longer than an hour. You know, I've rarely seen some interviews that last more than an hour, so it's gonna be good enough for you. But if you doing a wedding and it was a pretty long ceremony, you just take the battery out and then you put a fresh one right before you get into reception, because the receptions are super long, and then the last thing you want it to happen when the battery is gonna die on you. It will keep all the files. It will not erase the files. The files will be there on the card, but you will lose the quality sound. For that purpose, I put some extra microphone on-camera mics on some of my cameras, and direct them to the speaker, that I can have an extra cushion for that. Once DJ just decided to plug out my recorder for some reason and forgot to plug in. It was right during the speeches. So anyway, so you need to prepare for this kind of situations. You can, you know, even if they have 2 sources, 2 outs, plug in 2 recorders. That way you're secured for your sound during the speeches and toast during the reception on the wedding. So that's it about the recorder. Remember, the name of the recorder is Zoom H1. It's a really affordable solution. The recorder will cost you around between 80 to 100 bucks on Amazon or eBay. You can even buy used one if you don't have much money. You know, look on the Craigslist or look on the eBay. You know, find a good one. And people often switch from that to wireless recording. You know, I like wireless recording, but it's expensive. It can get really expensive. About the microphone. The microphone, I'll leave a link in the description. So this microphone costs about 18 bucks. And that's a cell phone version microphone with, see, it has three strips here on, so I'll get it closer to the camera. It has 3 strips here. That means it's not a stereo. It's like the one for the iPhone or for the Android. So you would need this kind of an adapter. You will put, I'll leave a link in the description for this adapter. Make sure you plug in the right cord. Usually the microphone cord will be marked in red. So, and I purposely tied this one, that I won't make this mistake, because once I made this mistake, it was like horrible thing. So again, so you plug this in, and you're all set. You're all set for the rest of the recording. Microphone is really cool, really cheap solution, but it brings the quality results. I'm recording most of my videos using this kind of setup, but I do use a wireless Sennheiser sometimes too. Thanks for watching. If you find my video helpful, please like, subscribe, and see you guys later.